Hey everyone. So Sunday service number 2 happened, and we still don't know what this is. It could be that Kanye is gearing up for another concert, and this choir rendition of his songs that's very spiritual, uplifting, is going to be part of the experience. There's rumors that a Kids See Ghost tour is forthcoming. And the Kids See Ghost album is only 20 tracks. So if you were going to have that, you would have to have something more be added on to the tour. Which, I mean, Kanye and Cudi have so many songs that that's easy to do. But we know Kanye always likes to go the extra mile. So there's a potential that this is part of what he does on the tour. It could just also be something cathartic for him. He's really reconnected with his spirituality. That was a huge part of Kids See Ghosts, was the role that God plays in your life and helping you cope with all these negative things. So this could just be something Kanye wants to do on Sundays as a way of kind of calming himself, tapping into his faith, and really feeling that soul, especially as like inspiration for whatever album he's still working on. And we know that he's still working on an album. So yeah, until then, we just get to enjoy these videos that aren't easy to watch. Kris Jenner this week fully recorded the Sunday service, or fully. There were still gaps in it. But she had a bunch of videos from the second Sunday service, and it ended up being taken down. So this is an amalgamation of, I think, Kim's, Chloe's, and Tracy Romulus, the assistant for Kim, or assistant for Kanye. She was also there filming. And maybe some footage from Tony Williams, who's right there. Kanye's cousin, world famous Tony Williams. There was a little bit that went on at the Sunday service that didn't happen at the last one. There was a track that I had never heard before called We'll Find a Way that came in the middle of the service that was really fucking awesome and kind of had this really college dropout soundscape to it, or late registration soundscape to it, like da-na-na-na-na-na-na, da-na-na-na-na-na-na, we'll find a way. And it was really like catchy and beautiful. I've been trying to find out what the fuck it was. Have no idea. Could be a Kanye song, could just be a gospel song that I don't know. Could be something that they wrote just specifically for Sunday service. Kanye didn't really sing on it. So it shows up in here at the very end. If you go to like 20 minutes in, you can hear it. So I highly recommend that. Kanye also at one point started talking, which I don't think he did in week 1. And he mentioned how 2018 had been such a hard year for him, how he was excited to be here with everybody, and how he framed it was kind of like darker, right? It could have been getting at the fact that like so many people were trying to cancel Kanye or get rid of Kanye, that he's lucky to be here in 2019, or like really happy to be here in 2019, having gone through that. But he also talked a lot about suicide with Charlemagne. He tweeted about suicide. Kids See Ghost is full of suicidal thoughts. And he talked about the stress of 2018 and like happy to be here. It was hard not to have that kind of implication come to mind when he said that. He also talked about being off meds for 7 months and feeling good and feeling like the spirit and being able to create. He then went on to say, talk about people not wanting, they want the art from the artist, but the moment that the artist does something erratic, then they're going to make full documentaries on them and want to cancel them and like get rid of them. And there was some misunderstanding as people took that to be a reference to R. Kelly, which is so absurd. TMZ wrote an article about it. Complex wrote an article about it. And they only had the second part where he mentioned, you know, they want the art from the artists, but don't want the erratic behavior. And they took that as like R. Kelly because Kanye mentioned documentaries. And man, the next thing that he says is Michael Jackson, there's a documentary about him. Like, can't we just enjoy the art? And he never mentioned R. Kelly, but yet you had all these people start saying like Kanye's like not like against R. Kelly, like Kanye defends the art of R. Kelly, and it's like that's not what was being talked about. TMZ was the only one that went back and corrected their article and said that, oh, actually, if you hear the full context, Kanye was speaking directly about himself in 2018, and when he talks about being off meds and being able to create, and then says they want the art, but the moment you do something erratic, they want to make documentaries on you. The documentaries is just a euphemism. It's a reference to the fact of what's going on today. The Michael Jackson documentary, probably a little bit the R. Kelly documentary, but that doesn't mean that he's speaking directly about R. Kelly, but more so the fact that Kanye showed erratic behavior and everybody wanted to cancel him despite still wanting the art and enjoying the art. That's all Kanye was getting at. But of course, it gets blown up, misconstrued. All the videos ended up getting taken down. So like Kris Jenner deleted her video of it. A lot of the videos on Team Kanye Daily got taken down. So it's hard to actually find video footage of week 2 of Sunday service. This video does not, as far as I was aware, I didn't hear it, have that section in it. Probably because the Kris Jenner video wasn't available for this, and this is cobbled together from everything else. But that was something that happened in it. We also got a few songs that I don't think we heard in part 1, or week 1. So in week 1, there was Heard 'Em Say, Reborn, I'll Fly Away, Lift Yourself, I Wonder, Father Stretch My Hands, Stormy Nights, which people think is from Yandhi, Heard 'Em Say, and Violent Crimes. And then the world famous Tony Williams had also tweeted out Ghost Town and a few minutes of Ghost Town. So in this week 2, we got a random gospel song. There were a few random gospel songs thrown in. Father Stretch My Hands, Everything We Need, Heard 'Em Say, which I don't know if Everything We Need is an original Kanye song, is a spiritual song, but it's something. It's some kind of song from somebody. Heard 'Em Say. Tony Williams then sang something which didn't sound like I'll Fly Away, but was just another kind of spiritual. I mean, he sings a lot of like gospel spiritual hymns. Lift Yourself was done again. No Mistakes, I Wonder. So a little different order than last time as well. Ghost Town, and Ghost Town was longer, and we got Shake's part as well, and Shake did an awesome job in this kind of acoustic setting of doing her verse. And then a random song again, Violent Crimes, and Shake did another acoustic of that intro and outro, which was really fucking cool. And then We'll Find a Way closed it out. So yeah, I don't know, I'm getting pretty hyped. I'm liking what I'm hearing. If we get like an album of this, that would be awesome. If this happened on tour, that would be awesome. If this was just something that, because this is still being framed, I think, as rehearsals. So once we get like maybe what Sunday service is, if it's just going to be a big one-time event, if it's going to be a church that Kanye's fucking opening, or something that he's going to take on tour as kind of like a mini tour, maybe hitting like, I don't know, a city a week for 10 weeks rather than a concert every night. We'll just have to wait and see. But definitely a video worth watching, and I hope you give it the time, hear some things that you love, and we'll have an update with whatever happens in week 3 next week. If you're enjoying the channel and you want to help us out, the easiest and best way is just to subscribe and like. That lets YouTube know that people are enjoying the content, so then they show it to more people, and we're monetized, so, you know, I get a little bit of money. I think right now it's like 50 cents to $1 on every video, so getting that as high as possible would just be so nice. I'm actually gonna work on getting some new lighting soon, so that's gonna be exciting, because this gray shadowed or bright look is just not cutting it. But yeah, if you have any questions about anything, what more explanation about anything, leave a comment below, and have another video tomorrow. See ya.